Welcome to Dodger Stadium. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound in this one, number 70. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
About to get started here. Here's Nico Horner. And that's how he gets started here in Los Angeles. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year, currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Oh, Boog, this lineup puts the ball in play, and in an era of high strikeouts and big swings, increasing contact makes them dangerous. We'll see if this pitcher can get some support from the defense.
Michael Busch in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Yeah! Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2-2 on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 down, nobody on. That one catches the corner for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot. That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And they'll do it again. The 1-2. In the air, right field. And that is that. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And today's starter, Shota Imanaga. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball, that's in.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They'll circle the bases. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Laser could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Will Smith to the plate.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Man at second. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong gets under it, and there's one away. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Kyle Tucker swings through it for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
One out and a runner at second.
Ball.
That's outside.
That's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Horner fires to first in time.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
Hey!
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Off balance throw in time. They limit the damage here. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. Back here in LA, so now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Ian Happ. High fly ball down the left field line. That one's back. Going, gone. He wastes no time on this one, and we're level. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there.
Nope, that's a ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top of the second. This one in the air right field. Tucker racing over to make the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So up next for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That's in there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Freeman takes it to the bag. That's the second out.
Batting seventh, catcher Carson Kelly.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging it off speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Tied up here in the early going. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a foul ball. In there at the knees for a strike.
O2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Nope.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Ball one.
The 1-0. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Hae-Sung Kim.
Nope, that's inside.
And the 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One and two here.
Ball two.
Man at first, one away. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And a full count now. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Bounce to the right. Bush. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Double play.
Oh, he's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played two full, all tied 1-1. On to the third inning, and now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bounce to the right side. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Hey.
That one's in there. That is strike two. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. So here's Horner now. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. Swings through that one. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
That's
Nope.
a really good
That's
take
inside.
right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just
ball
misses
3.
the mark outside the zone.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get...
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Back here at Dodger Stadium as we go to the last of the third. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. That's straight here for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. Now 1 away.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Hey.
The 0-2. And downstairs.
Down.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One-two now.
Ball, that's out.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
First baseman, Freddie.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Doubled his first time. And the lefty with the 0-1. Fought off foul. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly with 3 complete. We're tied at 1 apiece. Back here at Chavez Ravine, digging in, Michael Busch. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Edgardo Henriquez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Trinan warming up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Yeah.
Yo, 1. Rips that one to right. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. This one in the air, right field. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back here in LA, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. That one missed. In the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Foul ball there.
Ball, that
Purpose
pitch is
pitch
up.
right there, trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. And now it's 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Talk about a battle at the plate. 10 pitches, he earned that walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman,
Max Muncy at the dish. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hey!
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Nope. Outside.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
That's a tough spot for the catcher, Boo. No chance of stopping the outside pitch. And now the runner moves up. Those moments can be really frustrating.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back, and there's a new
Number
arm on the mound to start the 5th.
16.
Edgardo Henriquez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Right fielder, Seiya
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
You know,
Ball.
these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Fouled off left side. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, we've seen a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. And that
Ball 1.
Cutting but missing down low. Close
Ball.
one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Check
Ball
swing,
2.
he held up. Ball 2.
That's
Just
ball 3.
missed. That one at triple digits. Left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Got it looking, and he didn't like the call. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. His first at bat was a strikeout. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
you're out.
Tag. Out at second.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
2 down, nobody on. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one hit to first, but it kicks foul.
Ball down.
And they'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the ground to third. On to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Next for the Dodgers, shortstop
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And that is out of play. On the ground. Corner. In plenty of time to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Just
That's a
missed.
ball.
On a line out towards center. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit.
Fielder Pete Crow Armstrong. Hey!
Activity in the bullpen. Jake Eder, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Vesia getting loose as well. And the 0-1. Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Ball, that's up there.
This one in the air. Muncy settles under this one. Then there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
Swanson digs in. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground to third. Throw is low, and he can't hang on. Safe.
Up next for the Cubs, second
Well, we're going to see
baseman
throwing
Nico
errors from
Hoerner.
third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
Go ahead run on base. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Hey! The Cubs with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Checks over to first, back safely. Fouled off down the right side.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Edgardo Henriquez departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
To
Dodgers.
the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
Blake Trinan.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He was late there, strike one. The 0-1. That one fouled off. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. All tied 1-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike at the knees.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been
that's
fooled
out.
quite a bit today.
swings through that one.
Ball in.
Ground ball right side. Bush takes it himself, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
For the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Towards first, Bush. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. The batter now will be Will Smith. This to third. Zips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Hey!
This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Now here is Ian Happ. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive, and that gets down for a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now here is Seiya Suzuki.
Off the plate, ball
Your
1.
base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Got him swinging for the K, and the runner stays where he is. Go-ahead run on base. Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit.
Yeah! Ball, that's inside.
Trinan, 37 years young, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Way out front for strike 2.
Ball 2.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And that's way
ball
high.
3.
And the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Out to short, Kim. Over to first.
He's out.
And that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. That's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shota Imanaga gives way, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Javier Assad. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes Max Muncy. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one outside. 3 balls, no strikes. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Number 35 up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brown also getting ready. Go ahead run at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Andy Papas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
In the air, right side. Suzuki moving under it. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
All loaded up. Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a pop-up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Bases loaded, 1 away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and he popped it up. That's out number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Next to hit, Alex Freeland. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. That's to third. Tosses across to first. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jake Eater. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly.
Ball, that's
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, the closer of the staff, is throwing. That one way inside.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swings through that high fastball. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball, that's upstairs.
In the air, left field. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's a little bit low.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one misses. Ball 3. Nico Horner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. a ball. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. And next for the Cubs, Nico Horner. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. The other way, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early. Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Man at second.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in L.A., on to the bottom of the 8th, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here's Freddie Freeman, 1 for 3. Swinging a foul out of play. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. The Dodgers with the tying run on at first. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's
inside,
off the
1.
inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
1 out man at first. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
The 1-0. Fly ball down the line. 2 away now.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Javier Assad done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Danny Kimball, on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, Sure, there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Ball, that's
Tucker
high.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong on the move to the alley. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth.
51.
And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Alex Bregman. He's been a great free agent side. Just missed. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Will Klein looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Dreyer, the lefty, warming up as well. The 1-0. Tap foul at the plate.
Nope, outside.
When we get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now the Cubs four-hole hitter, Ian Happ. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
All one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Going to go 1-2. On the ground, right side. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. The flip to the pitcher covering. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Foul ball.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Two down, nobody on. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, Moises Ballesteros.
Nope, that's down.
And the 1-0.
They're pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Two. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Cubs lead one. They lead it 2-1. Bottom 9. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Upstairs. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
Fly ball down the line. And it hooks just foul.
Oh, man. That stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing. Just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Good job to fight that one off. The Cubbies trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball hit him.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Andy Pappas will hit next. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Close,
nope.
but called a ball. Ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that one fouled off. Fall off foul. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. And a breaking ball misses outside. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Fights it off. He'll see another.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
3-2. Payoff pitch.
Ball 4.
And he walked him.
Perfect.
And now the winning run is on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
So up next, Hesung Kim.
Well, comfortable
Ball
or not,
inside.
these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Line drive, base hit. Muncy on his horse around third. Relay throw home, he'll score. And the Dodgers even it up. It's 2-2.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boo. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th, but he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Next to hit, Alex Freeland. Freeland in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The Cubs trying to keep this a 2-2 game. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Line drive, that's a base hit. In comes the winning run, and the Dodgers walk it off and win it 3-2.
ninth inning down. First, you're looking to tie it. They did that, but then they got the extra to put themselves on top. These players knew exactly what it was going to take to win this ball game. I love it when you see a team find a way to win, and that's what they did today.